Hello, Trinity congregation. This is Julie Caywood, and I'm going to walk you through on how to put the app on your phone and how to access different parts of the app. Let's go. Many of you have seen this graphic up on the Facebook timeline. Let me show you a video of how to get it on your screen, and then we will walk through the app together. Step 1. Put the link in your web browser on your phone. Step 2, press the button in the middle on the bottom bar of your phone to give you the slide up option of different options of how to share it. You can share it, add to your reading list, your bookmark, favorites, find on a page, but we want the add to home screen. Step 3, you can rename the app whatever you want. I have it as Trinity UMC, and there you go. Reminding you that the app is not in the Apple Store. It is found on the web. I'm going to show you about the church app today. If you will grab your phone, if you want to try it with me, in order to see the app, we are going to have to display, take your camera app and open it up, make sure it's set on photo, not portrait, and scan it. Take your phone and put it up to the QR code. The QR code is in the top right screen of what you're looking at on this video right now. If you want to do it a different way, we will show you. Here is the Trinity link to the app. If you go there, you will be able to access it. Now, a lot of you are asking me, how do I get this on my phone, Julie? Well, simple way. We are going to go to your screen, and right here you see the page that'll pop up when you first see the app. Now down here, this is the share button. Click it and it will give you some options. You can add it as a bookmarker, you can add it to your reading list, favorites. But to get it on your phone, you will need to add to home screen. So this is how you can put it on your phone, and any web browser you can put on your phone. If you want to do another website like this, you can. So just click the add to home screen and it will pop up on your phone screen. Easy peasy. Now, we're going to look further into this app and I will show you around a little bit how things work. So, here we go. The first page or the first screen you see is the home screen. We have a little church icon. We have your bulletins, contemporary, traditional, prayer list, sermon notes, Bible, announcements. These are the weekly this is like the digital bulletin that is sent out to you in email. It's accessible here too. And you have a Bible, which is nice, right on hand, and it actually goes to the YouVersion Bible. And it might ask you to sign in if you're a member. So when you click on contemporary, oh, bada bing, bada boom. We don't have anything right now because I have taken it down in preparation for Saturday night when Dad and I go in and put stuff up. But let's see. I believe the prayer list is up. So this is what it will look like. You'll be able to see the PDF and you can pop out if you want to go to a browser instead of be in the app, or if you want to print it out, you can do that as well on here. So, and it's sometimes it's two screens. So make sure you scroll down if you're like, where's the other part of it? So it's right there. So the prayer list is the example of what contemporary traditional sermon notes and announcements will look like. Saturday night, I get the embed link to put into the app, which will let you see it on the screen. So Saturday nights, I usually take it down on whenever I can during the week, like after a certain time. I don't think announcements I left up because this is still good to know what else is going on. So, and you have the giving. It shows you what the past 2 Sundays were like. I haven't put the 17th on there because I will do that this coming weekend when I sit down on Saturday to do church stuff. And you can contact us here. You can call the office number. Bada bing, bada boom. And what is this down here, Julie? Well, it says Livestream. So let me get my handy dandy digital pencil and scroll you up. So down here in this box, this rectangle, you will be able to see the live stream right from your app. And you don't even have to go to another app to see it. You can just click it and sorry, it's not on there. Ha ha ha. You will click it. If you're YouTube, you can click it and it'll go right to it. Facebook wouldn't pop up because there's nothing live
and we
yet.
Pray these things in Jesus' name.
But for YouTube, it goes up. It will show it right in this box. You don't even have to click anything. It could show that live stream starts in this amount of time right down here. But you can have your bulletin and your live stream right on the same screen. Bada boom, bada bing, sweet. So let's go to the next tab. It's events. So hey Julie, what's going on at Trinity? Well, for one thing, these are the normal things we have for church. You have your contemporary, your traditional small groups, men meetings, and you can click on these. So let's see. And it will tell you a little description about each one. So let's do open prayer room. It'll tell you a little bit about what it is. So that's in a jiffy. That's what that tab is, just the events that happen at church. And at the top, you see calendar. Oh, let's click it. So the calendar will take you, it might show up in your app, but it'll take you to a different browser. Here is you can print the calendar out if you want. We are going to put in the regular calendars that my dad and Phyllis usually do. That probably might happen this week. And you'll be able to click the PDF from that box and it'll show up. Or it might be on the home screen. I've not figured out which one is best. So, and your calendar also, if you want to look at it by week, you can. In the top right corner, week, month, agenda, so you can see what's going on. Very easy. Give. It gives you some things, a Bible verse, ways to make your offerings. You can click this button, and for security issues, for security, not issue, but for security reasons, we are letting it go outside into the regular eservicepayments.com because I would not want to put anything at risk. So regular screen for online donations. Let's go to the sermons tab. So I have categorized, or it looks like just one sermon series. So I put the first series of the year in because the app started in January. So I just started with my dad's sermons, Brother Steve's sermons from January. So we have Serving Like Simon. So I click it. Oh, I want to see which sermon do you want to do, or you want to listen to. One word for your mind. Oh, cool. So they go in chronological order, January 3rd, January 10th, January 17th. And they each have a picture that kind of describes what the sermon is about. You can click on it and it will go directly to the video. And if you're wanting just the sermon, you can play and it will go directly.
So that's kind of the few of the things going on in the life of the church.
Right before the sermon, or
isn't it?
Usually it will be pinpoint right on the sermon. Let's try this one.
Let me turn our attention to God's word.
It goes right to his sermon.
Last week was one word for our minds.
So we don't have to have
Do you have
videos
your
uploaded
word?
on YouTube anymore. I can
I've got
directly
mine
take you to it.
And your word for
right
2021.
So sermons, and every sermon series, I'll put a different title. They're called titles. The boxes are. And then you can search up here if you're looking for a certain sermon. And eventually we'll put notes underneath the sermons right down here. I've not gotten to that yet. If you ever want to share the sermon, you can click share or watch later. It just ties into YouTube. Okay, and the last tab is resources. So resources, it's a lot going on. Don't get overwhelmed. Social media, let's click on that one first. You have the different links. Facebook is duplicated. That's funny. I'll have to fix that, I think it should say, it should be YouTube. Note, I will fix that. Actually, let's see what it does, what it goes to. That goes to Facebook. And it must have been a duplicate. Yep. But they go directly to the social media site. So we will fix Facebook. I'll do that today. Prayer wall. So what is this prayer wall? Please add your prayers so that others can pray for you alongside of you. You can just go in. You can log in. And by the way, we don't save your data. The only thing it saves is probably who is logging into the app. So we understand who's coming on to it, only to see how many people are using it. But it doesn't take your credit card information. That's why it went out into another browser. So when you can add comments here, as long as you're logged into the app, you can just really make up a name. Say George Washington, or let's put my dad, Steve Pescasolido. Oh my gosh, that's not how you spell it. Okay. Continue. Press continue. Log in with your name or email. Okay, I think I put it to where you can just put your name. Or you can make up something. If you just don't want to put anything, put something like funny, like Jesus.com. So as long as you have the @ and the .com, it doesn't matter. You don't have to put in a real email address if you don't want to give us one. So it's not for yours. If you don't want to put your real email address, just make up one. But you can sign in with Google too. And click continue. And it'll ask you to send a PIN. So I guess, yeah, sorry, you do have to have. But you can do comments with your real email address. So it's nice. You can see who to pray for. My youth minister back in Northern Kentucky did this in a prayer chapel at Ruggles, and we put Post-its on the wall, so I thought it was cool. Sermon audio. For those of you who don't have enough internet to watch the videos, you can listen. You can listen to the whole service on the podcast, and I will have the last sermon on here hopefully tomorrow. Past services is a channel. You can see all the past ones. So if you click this bar right here, you can go through and see all the old ones. So there's a lot. And eventually I'll get lunchtime prayer down here too. Kara's up. If you hear her, she's in the background talking. Other podcasts. These are some podcasts that Brother Steve suggested Timothy Keller, and you have Jack Hayford. I've listened to both of these, and I think they're good too, for what it's worth. It's interesting. But those are all ones that Dad suggested that I put on here. Radio podcast, you can go directly to the radio show, not podcast, to hear them on the radio. Sermon notes, you can take sermon notes, and it looks like these will be, you can print out this if you want something for home, or you can save it on your phone screen and write with your finger. A calendar. Let's get to the calendar. Regular bulletins will be soon to be available as PDFs. So that's coming. Print version, if you want to print what we have, you can print it. It should show up everything. If not, just holler at me. And then you have the weekly looking at. So tomorrow is the food pantry, and then we have Sunday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night stuff. Tuesday, and you can see it in it what happens. So this is the weekly view. I like the weekly view, and the monthly view is under events. So let's see, ministries. Here are the ministries, and they're not all of them yet. And we're just, we're adding things as we get time to put it on there. And there are some missing. I'm aware of that. But if you want to pick on one, here is the description of the ministry, and there's an email address like so, and you can directly email somebody right on your screen. So each one of them have their own descriptions like that. Oh, oopsie, sorry. And the map, if you are trying to show somebody how to get there, you can click on Google Maps. It's embedded into the church website. And oh, look, we are right by Betty's Country Cooking right there. And so if someone's lost, you can just hold it down and share it, or tell them that, hey, it's in this church app. Go check it out. So we have the Bible. Again, just it's very important. And we have a suggestion box. You can send some suggestions to me of what you think the app's like. Yada, yada, yada. I mean, like, whatever you think. And then office hours of when our secretary is in the office. So, and the phone number. So very nice. You can sort things if you want. And over here, you can share the app, and you can just press this and it'll copy it to your clipboard, and you can support and send feedback. So, and if you want the QR code, there it is again. Same as in the corner. But anyways, this is just a run through of what the new church app is. If you have any questions, please email me. And that's a wrap, I think. I think it's very, very nice to have something that you can just go right to. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in.